Okay, Libra, we are going to be doing your reading, so we're going to get right into it. Libra, this is a like love relationship spread. So, all right, let's see what is going on for you guys, Libra. Libra. Like this card kind of wants to say hi. Oh my gosh, the 10 of Cups. That's awesome. That's like a great start. So, all right, let's see. Oh. And the 9 of Pentacles. All right, something I want to say. I want to say you're like happy with where you are right now, okay? So, all right, which is great. So let's see. Libra. For some of you guys, you know, I'll say there's even something about possibly you guys, for some of you, you might be single, you know what I'm saying? I was going to do like a single spread as well, but it could be that you're like, you know what, I'm actually really happy, like, doing things by myself, or you're in a relationship that is like, there's a level of independence, you know, that kind of stuff. So, all right, let's see what's going on. All right. All right, Libra, what's at the bottom here? The Knight of Pentacles. All right. Okay, let's see. So you guys have the Lovers, and this is showing up as the foundation of this relationship. So that's pretty nice. I feel like that, I feel like this is, I want to say like a true match of some sort, okay, that kind of thing. I also feel like at the foundational level here, there is something where maybe there was like maybe you had like a specific choice, okay, that kind of stuff. And I'm wondering if it was like, okay, yep, I've made this choice. And it could be that it's like both of you guys were like, again, like, you know what it feels like? Like the Lovers card showing up as the foundation. It feels like it was like a seamless something or other, okay? Like something was just kind of effortless, that kind of stuff. Or there was like peaceful, you know, feeling peaceful, that kind of stuff, which is really good. So especially with that 10 of Cups that came out before, because that's like emotional security as well, feeling like, you know, included, feeling like, okay, this is where I belong, that kind of stuff. So, all right, you guys have the 4 of Cups, and this is showing up as like your perspective of the relationship here. So, all right. That's kind of interesting. All right, I feel like there's maybe something here that you're possibly in deep thought, or there's something here that I'm wondering if you're seeing something as like, this is a weird interpretation. I almost want to say like too good to be true. Like it's almost like you're like, I'm waiting for something to like fall apart, or I'm waiting for something to like not work out or something like that. So that is a little bit interesting, Libra, okay? This is really interesting to me, because 4 of Cups showing up as a perspective, like I would almost interpret, or I would read that like as maybe you being a little bit checked out of something too, okay, that kind of stuff. But how interesting that the foundation of this is showing up as the Lovers card. So let's see what the heck is going on here. This might be one of those spreads where it's like, I don't know, maybe you're feeling happy or doing something by yourself, or there's just a level of you guys like really wanting a level of independence, that kind of stuff. So, all right, for your intentions, you guys have the 7 of Swords here. So that is, I don't know, Libra, that's, I'm like, there's, interesting. Okay, 7 of Swords as your intentions. I think you're wanting to escape out of something, or you're wanting to maybe, I want to say cause a distraction of some sort, okay, that kind of stuff. I wonder if you're in the energy of being like, you know what, this person is trying to figure something out, and I wonder if there's like a surprise or something like that that's like, I don't know, I'm just going to say some sort of surprise, something about that. I wonder if it's like you, again, being like, you know what, this person's going to find this out, or they're going to figure this out, that kind of stuff. And it could be that your intentions are simply just to like cause a distraction, or to, I don't know, have something go unnoticed in some sense, that kind of stuff. Okay, that could certainly be part of whatever it is. I will also say for some of you guys, it could very well be that there's maybe something that you're like, I'm deep thinking this. I've thought about this maybe like every way under the sun, that kind of stuff. And I'm wondering if you're like, okay, I'm kind of ready to either accept an offer or something about that kind of stuff. And possibly your intentions are maybe to be like extremely honest about whatever it is that you want or something that you're trying to put together, I think that's kind of good if that's the case. So obviously we're going to clarify everything and see what's up. So, all right, for their perspective of the relationship, you guys have the 10 of Wands here. So I feel like they're maybe feeling like they're pulling like most of the work or something about that. Okay. That could certainly be part of whatever this is. All right. I also think that this is maybe somebody who is like, you know what, I put in like so much work for whatever this is, that kind of stuff, okay? That's what I'm feeling, but I do understand something about possibly feeling like this person is feeling like, they're either feeling like they're putting work on you that like you don't need to be doing, that kind of stuff, okay? Or again, but this is like the actual relationship, the way they're kind of like seeing the relationship. So yeah, there could be something where there's maybe a bit of like overwhelm or something about that, okay? That kind of stuff. But again, it's like, I feel like they're possibly feeling like, again, either overwhelmed with something that they're doing like personally, or that they have this perspective of like, I don't know, maybe even like, I want to help like you out in some capacity, but you might be like, I don't know if I want to, like, I don't know if I want to accept that level of help, or if I don't know if I want that, or you know what I'm saying? Something like that. So, all right. Okay. So for their intentions, you guys have the 2 of Cups here. So a little bit interesting. Okay. Especially like the Lovers card here as, the foundation of this. All right. That kind of stuff. For some of you guys, I understand. Okay, so for some of you, I'm even understanding something about like not even really a romantic relationship, okay? Obviously, it's not going to be for everybody, but for somebody here, I do understand something about maybe feeling like you and somebody else are like each other's counterpart or something about that, or it's just like a perfect match, that kind of stuff, like possibly twin flames, that kind of situation, all right? That could be part of whatever this is for those of you who it's not like, I don't know, maybe there's like a separation in a relationship or something like that, okay? That kind of stuff. I'm also understanding that. And if that's the case, then I wonder if you're kind of like really trying to put something together or wanting somebody else to kind of like be interested in a particular offer, that kind of stuff, with the intention of fixing something, healing something, or finding like an approach or an intervention out of something here, okay? That kind of stuff. So, all right. Okay. So in their intentions, the 2 of Cups. So I feel like there's something that I do think that this person is like a deep thinker. I feel like you either are also that way, or you're picking up on that energy, okay? That kind of stuff. I feel like this 2 of Cups here for their intentions has something to do with, I want to say there's like something in between, okay? It's like they want to like to, what this feels weird, Libra, because the Lovers card is your foundation, and then going to like this 2 of Cups here, it almost feels like maybe somebody is wanting to take a step back in something, okay? That kind of stuff. That could possibly be it, and it could be because maybe it's like, you know what, I'm dealing with like so much stuff, or there's like, you know, feeling overwhelmed or overworked or whatever the heck it is, okay? That kind of stuff. All right, so let's see. I mean, there is like the intention of like a relationship, you know, that kind of stuff. All right. I do understand that. It's just like it's just kind of interesting the way it's coming out. Like, I almost wonder if this is like a long-term relationship that is like kind of changed over the course of time, that kind of stuff. So, all right. For what brings you guys together, you guys have the 3 of Cups here. So I feel like you guys are both like social, that kind of stuff. Maybe you have like mutual friends, mutual connections, whatever the heck it is, that kind of stuff. For some of you guys, you know what I got to tell you? I'm even getting matchmaker. Okay. I'm even getting somebody who's maybe like, maybe somebody was a matchmaker for you, or you met from a mutual friend, whatever the heck it is, that kind of stuff. Maybe a Gemini. All right. There's something about that. Okay. But what brings you together here? Okay. Yeah, I feel like it's just, you know, this social aspect, again, like either having, there's something that you celebrate the same way, or again, you're in the same group of friends, you enjoy the same things, that kind of stuff. Okay. That's kind of what I'm understanding here. There also really might be like a real bond here between like that whole mutual thing, or you know, mutual friends or something about that. Okay. There might even be like a family aspect or something about that coming through. So, all right, for what pulls you apart, you guys have the Sun card. I feel like I feel like there's something that still hasn't been completely revealed, but here's the thing. With you have the Seven of Swords for your intention here. It could be that your intention is to be like, yeah, but I'm going to shed light on that. I'm going to like reveal that kind of stuff. Okay, that could be part of whatever it is, but I wonder if this is somebody who maybe is feeling like that took a long time or whatever it is. And I also understand something about being like, well, that's my line, that's my button, something about that. It's like, if this thing is true, then I need to like dial it down, or you know what I'm saying, something like that. So, all right. I also understand like a stepdad or somebody is like, there's like, it's not exactly clear, but it's like, I don't know. There's a difference in something, like somebody has seen something, somebody has not, or like literally like the way somebody is like, I don't know, like I'm understanding like the way you grew up versus the way somebody else grew up. There might be something in there that it's like, well, that's like so much of a difference that's like, it's like enough of a difference to like cause, I don't want to say an issue, but something that maybe is like, okay, that's where we like differ or something like that. All right. Could be. All right. All right. You guys have the Queen of Wands, and this is showing up as like external influences here. So, all right. I do get this like distracted energy, okay? I do understand something about that. This Queen of Wands showing up as like an external influence. I feel like this is maybe, I can't tell if you feel like somebody is like getting ready to like be like, okay, like we're better as friends or something like that, okay? Or if this is somebody who is literally like, no, I'm gonna set you up with somebody. Like, I know those are two like totally different stories, but that's what I'm feeling, okay? If it is like this whole like matchmaker thing, let's go with that, then I wonder if this Queen of Wands here, if that's like what is, I don't know, that's the external influence, is somebody who's like, oh, I know exactly, you know, I know, like you're gonna like this person, or this person's gonna like you, or something like that, okay? That just might be something that's like happening around you, okay? I'll also say it could be, you know, this Sun card, interesting, okay? This is showing up as like what's pulling you apart. It could be that this Queen of Wands here is like one of you might be like more confident about something, okay? Or, you know, something about that. There might be something in that. I understand somebody giving you an offer, and it's like there's something in that. I don't know. Let's see what else is going on here. Whoa. The King of Wands. So the King of Wands just came out right on top of the Queen of Wands there. So I wonder if there's even like another couple in general that is like, I don't know, is influencing this in some capacity. Okay, that kind of stuff. Or again, maybe this is like, you know, having what one of you guys is wanting to do, like your ambitions in life or something about that. I wonder if there is something regarding that kind of stuff. Okay, King of Pentacles is at the bottom as well. I also understand possibly this could be something regarding like feeling like your, I don't know, like your motivation or drive or whatever the heck it is something about that. Maybe there's something in that is like affecting something. Okay, so all right, let's see what's going on here. Libra. All right, that's weird. So I don't know when this was. I really don't, but I was saying something about like cogs, and it was supposed to be, I don't know, like mechanical or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm getting that again. I just really don't know what to do with it. Okay, cogs. That kind of sounds like cognition, like a shorthand for cognition. I don't know what I'm saying. So all right, let's see what's going on. All right. This reminds me of the Beatles song, I Want to Hold Your Hand, this Two of Cups, by the way. That's showing up in the intention. So that's kind of cute, actually. Maybe this is really somebody who, you know, they want, maybe this is somebody who's like, you know what, I want to like, I want to show other people that I love you too, you know, that kind of stuff. PDA, man, I don't know. That's my own issue, so that's fine. Maybe, I'm sure you're like probably healthier than whatever's going on with me. So, all right, let's see what's going on. All right. Okay, So let's see. Interesting. All right. So, okay, you have the Lover's card and you have it with the Four of Swords. This is showing up for the foundation of this relationship. I feel like there was a choice. There was some type of decision I feel like you had to make, or that the foundation of this is literally while you were on break with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like taking a break with somebody else, that kind of stuff, okay? And I feel like there's maybe something that's just like maybe how this started, okay? That kind of stuff, all right? Certainly could be. There was definitely some type of decision made, all right, that kind of stuff. And I just feel like it's like, okay, well, that's what it is. And I hope that this works. It's like I'm making this choice and I really hope that this works. That's kind of what I'm feeling is like at the foundation level. So, all right, if you have the Four of Cups and you have it with the Six of Wands, and this is showing up for like your perspective of this relationship. So again, I think that there is maybe something here that it's like, okay, I want to, it's like, I want to offer this person something, or this relationship something, that kind of stuff. But it's like, there's this question of like, do I want to be seen or do I not? Like, do I want attention for this? Do I not? Is this even going to work out? Is this going to, like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, is this going to work out? That kind of stuff, you know, that's what I'm feeling. So, all right. You have the Seven of Swords and you have it with the Nine of Wands, and this is showing up for your intention. So there, I mean, there's something that I swear to God, it's like, you're trying to keep something like at a distance, or there's some type of like boundary or something here that I do feel like you have like the intentions of maybe keeping, okay, that kind of stuff. But I also understand something where it's like, pretend that you're used to being like, okay, I'm pissed off and I'm friggin' leaving, or like, you know, whatever, this thing's not working and I'm leaving, I'm getting out of here, whatever the heck it is. I wonder if your intentions are to be like, you know what, typically I would do that, but like with you, I'm gonna kind of like, I'm gonna like hang tight, I'm gonna kind of like stay where I am, that kind of stuff, maybe taking like a break, whatever the heck it is, or that you're literally like even sticking up for your own self by, again, reinforcing boundaries, or, you know, something about that, okay, that kind of stuff. There, I mean, I'm telling you, there really is something you're trying to keep a bit of a secret here, okay? There really, really is, Libra. So I don't know. All right. So let's see. This is interesting. I also understand your energy kind of flip-flopping here. So I do wonder, maybe you're dealing with you might be dealing with another Libra, okay? Certainly could be. So, all right, let's see. Okay, so with the Ten of Wands, you guys have the Chariot card. This is showing up for their perspective of the relationship. This actually makes me feel like their perspective is like they're in it for the long haul, okay? That kind of stuff. All right, I do understand that. And I also feel like there is something where they might even be feeling like, okay, here's the thing. I do understand this person be like, yes, I'm in this for the long haul, but I also understand a level of like stress, being overwhelmed, like having like more responsibilities than maybe they're even friggin' used to, that kind of stuff. And I feel like that is maybe like, that's where like the whole like the drive factor, I feel like that's maybe where it's like there's something in that, okay, that kind of stuff. That's what I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if this is somebody who's like, well, if we didn't have all this like responsibilities or whatever the heck it is, I feel like they're like, well, we would have like progressed more, we would have been, you know, farther along in something, that kind of stuff, okay? I also think that this is maybe there's just like a lot of stuff going on in this particular relationship, and I wonder if this person is like, you know, trying to kind of like get control of that in some sense, okay? That kind of stuff. All right. I also understand somebody like towing something on the back of their car, like literally, like being like, well, I'm gonna tow all this stuff on the back of my car or truck, I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure what, I don't know, I'm not sure. So, all right, let's see. Okay, so for their intentions, you guys have the Two of Cups and you have with the King of Cups. Like, that's awesome. So this is somebody who wants you to speak up, okay? Wants you to speak up on something here, okay? That kind of stuff. I also feel like this is somebody who wants you to feel comfortable, like, with them or just in your own skin, that kind of stuff, okay? Definitely understanding that. I feel like this is somebody who has the intention of acting as like maybe a neutral, I don't know, party or a neutral something or other for something in particular, okay? I don't think this is like, I'm going to be neutral for this entire relationship, that kind of stuff. It's more like, I don't know. This person wants you to feel comfortable in your own skin, wants you to feel comfortable accepting love, receiving love, all that kind of stuff. Okay, I definitely understand that. And I also think this is somebody who wants to like give you support or emotional comfort or something about that, okay? Or wants you to feel heard, something regarding that, okay? I think this is a person who can handle a lot of turbulence, emotions, that kind of stuff, okay? I'm definitely feeling that. So, all right. You might even be like, I don't even know if this maybe like you had like a massive like crash out or something like that. You know, we've all been there, okay? And if you haven't, I'm not sure. That's amazing. But you know, I'm a Sagittarius. I feel like my birth chart was made for crashing out. So so you know what I'm saying? There's something like that. So I don't know. I'm not really sure what, oh yeah. So it could be that it's like, you might be like, well, they're not even going to want to like put this thing together, like because of something that I'm my reputation or what I'm known for, or whatever the heck it is, that kind of stuff. I'm also picking up something about that. I don't understand that happening on the other side. Okay. I think that might be a fear-based thing if that is true. So, all right. With the Three of Cups, you guys have the High Priestess here. This is showing up as what brings you together. I think, again, I think you guys celebrate in the same way, or there's something here that you are maybe, for some of you guys, I actually understand doing like a love spell or something about that kind of stuff. Maybe there is something regarding that that's like bringing you together, or like a cord cutting something or other, something regarding that. Okay, I'm picking up something about that. All right, absolutely. There's also something like, again, I'm getting more of that like family references or something about that. Okay, showing up with what's bringing you together. All right, certainly could be. All right. There's also like secret feelings in a group. Like it's almost like in a particular group, it's like, you know what it is? It's almost like you guys could like make eye contact make eye contact with each other. And it's like, you both know what each other is like thinking or something about that. Okay. That kind of stuff. I'm understanding that. So, all right. For what pulls you apart, you guys have the Sun card and the Page of Wands. So they're, all right. Maybe one of you guys is like very like adventurous. Okay. That kind of stuff. Or there's like maybe a lot of, energy, has a lot of energy. Maybe that is something that is like pulling you apart in some aspect, that kind of stuff. I almost want to say kind of like funneling that or channeling that into some like creative aspect of something or other, or moving around a lot or something like that. Okay. I understand that. All right. Again, I'm telling you, there's something about where like I feel like one of you guys is like, if this one thing gets like, if I can prove this one thing, or if this thing gets like found out, whatever the heck it is, I feel like that's going to be the thing where it's like, then it's like, okay, I need to move, or I need to, I don't know, explore other options about something, that kind of stuff. Okay. Something about that. Why do I want to say friggin' sunscreen, guys? This came out in another reading. I'm like, why are we doing this? I don't know, maybe you guys, maybe you're a dermatologist. I don't know. There's something. I don't know why that, I really don't know what the heck that could possibly mean, but there's something like that. Okay. Maybe you guys have like different sleep schedules. Okay. That kind of stuff. There's something. So, all right. So again, you have Queen of Wands, and you have it with the King of Wands. We already kind of talked about this. This is showing up as like external influences. I just feel like there's like a motivation piece here. Okay. I don't think that there's like a lack of attraction. I'm not understanding that. I think there is attraction here. It's just more so the like, it's like somebody has like their own ambition or their own like drive or something about that. Okay. That kind of stuff. That's what I'm feeling is like kind of happens, like affecting, like something on the outside is affecting the relationship in some sense. Okay. But again, I also understand this as like possibly a couple, or this is, somebody's like personal ambition or desire, something about that that's showing up in the external energy here. So all right, Libra, let's see. So you guys have number 43, let your ship set sail. I really like that. Let your ship set sail. So okay, that's what we're saying. There is this thing about like adventure or like moving around, that kind of stuff. And I also understand something about what the heck were we saying? Like an independence factor. Okay. Maybe it's like you do some things independently, the other person does some things independently, that kind of stuff. Okay. And that's pretty great, because I feel like that's the opposite of codependent. So that's a good thing. Let your ship set sail. All right. Maybe some of you guys like tattoos. Okay. That might also be something here. There might be something about like tattoos or symbolism in some sense. I don't know, something like that. So, all right. That's what I have for you guys, Libra. I hope this reading was helpful, made sense, all that kind of stuff. If not, you could check your other placements. Otherwise, I will see you guys back for your next one. Thank you. Bye.